confusing.
Oh my God.
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus. What does that mean?
What?
It says the alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the fetus.
Let me you the father. Babe, that's me, you're the father.
It's not.
You the father, nigga.
Oh, that's what that means?
You a weird ass nigga. What? You don't want it to. You don't want it to be it.
I'm saying,
so
you sure?
Weird.
You didn't even read the paper.
You call me dumb, but you the slow one.
Says the alleged father is not. Why they write it like this though? They could have just been like more player.
Date. Are you confident? Cause you still don't understand.
I think I get it. Not excluded.
You're not excluded, meaning you the father.
The internet didn't just wake up messy today. It woke up like it skipped breakfast, checked 3 energy drinks, and decided to body slam the entire timeline. Because Karlissa, yes. The queen of unexpected plot twists herself, allegedly, got JR's DNA test without permission, and Chrisean Rock reacted with a meltdown so loud, dramatic, and chaotic that even Zeus cameras probably stepped back like, ho. We weren't ready for this season. The second this rumor hit social media, the algorithm didn't just break. It sent a resignation email. Fans were screaming. Bloggers were foaming at the mouth. And even people who pretend they don't care about drama were refreshing their feeds like they were checking stock prices during a recession. It wasn't just a leak, it was a digital earthquake, the type of chaos that makes the Kardashians look like a church choir doing yoga. The tension jumped through screens, grabbed viewers by the edges of their wigs, and refused to let go. Chrisean's reaction, nuclear, emotional, electrifying, the kind of meltdown that makes you whisper, oh, she's done. And the wild part, this drama didn't start today. It's been brewing. And Karlissa just lit the match. The storm didn't begin when Karlissa took JR's DNA, oh no. The explosion started the moment whispers hit the internet that she did it without telling a soul. The blogs moved fast, faster than logic, faster. Then facts, faster than Chrisean can yell stop playing with me. People were scrolling peacefully, probably eating noodles or procrastinating their responsibilities, when boom notifications erupted like fireworks on New Year's. Suddenly, every timeline was screaming the same thing. Karlissa did what? It felt like the algorithm slapped everyone awake. Because let's be honest, if there is one woman who would do a DNA test behind your back, proudly post it, and then argue with the entire internet about it, it is Karlissa. She has the boldness of a villain, the theatrics of a soap opera star, and the investigative energy of someone who watches nothing but crime documentaries at 3 a.m. The idea of her sneaking off to get JR's DNA wasn't surprising. It was expected. Fans reacted like, yeah, this sounds like something she'd do before breakfast. The rumor spread across social media like gasoline meeting fire. One messy blog posted it. Then 3 more copied it. Then 50 more added emojis. And suddenly it became confirmed even though nobody had proof. Comment sections transformed into war zones within minutes. Some people said Karlissa was crossing boundaries. Others argued she was protecting her son, while neutral spectators sat comfortably with popcorn, ready to watch the emotional demolition derby unfold. It wasn't just tea, it was boiling. Lava dot, and then came the meltdown, the explosion, the digital earthquake. Chrisean Rock found out. When Chrisean heard Karlissa took JR's DNA, she didn't just get mad, she erupted like a volcano having a panic attack. She hit that live button with the speed of someone who had been waiting for a reason to yell, her. Eyes were wide, her. Breathing was fast, and her tone was the exact mixture of hurt, fury, betrayal, and pure entertainment that only Chrisean can produce. Viewers could feel the emotion through the screen like static electricity. The second she started talking, the internet stopped breathing. She said she wasn't playing, she wasn't having it, and she was tired of disrespect, repeating the phrases that Chrisean pulls out whenever she snaps. But this time, there was a deeper fire behind her words. This wasn't Just drama. This was a mother's rage, a woman who felt violated, disrespected, and publicly humiliated. Her voice cracked, her energy spiked, and the chat exploded with comments like, "Not again. What did Karlissa do this time? And this family needs therapy." Chrisean didn't hold back. She called Karlissa everything from weird to nosy to obsessed, accusing her of crossing lines that aren't just boundaries, they're electric fences. The irony was delicious, because Chrisean herself crosses lines like she's training for a marathon. But when Karlissa does it, oh, suddenly it's unforgivable. Fans couldn't tell whether to sympathize or laugh, but everyone agreed this was top-tier chaos. Then came the line heard around the internet, "She trying to prove something that ain't her business." That sentence rode through every platform like a hurricane. People reposted it, stitched it, remixed it, analyzed it, and used it as meme captions. It perfectly captured the essence of the situation: Karlissa inserting herself in business that isn't hers, and Chrisean reacting with nuclear fury. It was drama poetry. Shakespeare wishes he wrote something this messy. But this is where the plot sharpened. Behind all the chaos, some insiders claimed Karlissa genuinely felt justified. They whispered that she believed someone had to get the real truth, and that Chrisean was acting suspicious. Fans instantly took sides. Some said Karlissa was protecting Blueface. Others said she was stirring the pot like a professional. Chef, meanwhile, Blueface himself was silent, probably somewhere minding his own business, while his mother and ex-girlfriend waged war over DNA. Karlissa, being Karlissa, allegedly told people she was tired of the confusion and wanted clarity for the family, which is hilarious because the only thing she ever brings to the family is chaos, confusion, and more plot twists than a Netflix thriller. Still, she stood firm. She thought she was doing the right thing, or maybe she just wanted to say I knew it if the results weren't in Chrisean's favor. Either way, it was messy. The internet didn't help. They magnified everything. Some fans supported the DNA tests, saying truth matters, while others accused Karlissa of being a villain, instigator, detective, or grandmother with too much energy. People made TikToks reenacting the situation, acting out Karlissa sneaking around with cotton swabs like a cartoon spy. Memes dropped every 20 seconds. It was glorious. But then the real twist hit. Someone claimed that Karlissa already knew the results before Chrisean even found out the test was taken. That rumor alone sent shockwaves through every corner of the internet. People began crafting conspiracy theories like they were writing detective novels. Screenshots surfaced, blurry photos appeared, blogs exaggerated everything, and suddenly everyone was debating the DNA test like it was a Supreme Court case. Chrisean saw the rumors, and she went from furious to beyond furious. She said she didn't authorize any test. She said she didn't know anything had even been taken. She said Karlissa's behavior wasn't just disrespectful, it was playing with a mother's emotions. The hurt was clear, the rage was clearer, and the viewers were locked into the drama like their lives depended on it. By the end of part 1, 2 things were clear. Karlissa wasn't backing down. Chrisean wasn't calming down, and the DNA drama had just evolved into its own cinematic universe. The moment Chrisean's meltdown hit social media, the entire internet turned into a lawless festival of opinions, memes, and unhinged commentary. It wasn't just trending, it was everywhere, spreading across platforms faster than bad decisions on a Friday night. TikTok detectives were already stitching the clips. Instagram memes had captions like "Karlissa wakes up and chooses violations," and Twitter looked like it collectively fell off a cliff. Even people who usually mind their business were now demanding DNA evidence like they were on the Maury payroll. Comment sections were pure chaos. Half of the fans were cheering Karlissa on like she was a vigilante grandmother fighting for justice. The other half were dragging her like she snatched the Declaration of Independence instead of a DNA sample. People typed things like, "Karlissa is the FBI with eyelashes," and "how she get the DNA faster than the actual father." Meanwhile, supporters of Chrisean defended her fiercely, calling Karlissa messy, obsessive, and the final Boss of baby mama drama. It was digital warfare, and nobody was holding back. Then celebrities and influencers slid into the conversation like they had popcorn in hand. TikTok creators made skits of Karlissa dressed like a spy sneaking around, with cotton swabs like she was auditioning for Mission Impossible. Twitter personalities joked that Karlissa deserved an honorary detective badge from LAPD. Even irrelevant rappers came out of nowhere tweeting things like, "Y'all wild," just to get retweets. When a scandal hits this big, everyone wants a piece of the spotlight, even if they don't know what's going on. But the biggest flamethrower came from a viral meme showing Karlissa holding Junior with the caption, "When DNA testing is your love lang." Huge. The internet ate it up. Within hours, the meme was everywhere, getting millions of views. Someone even photoshopped Karlissa in a lab coat with the words Dr. Karlissa, PhD in Petty Sciences. And the craziest part, Karlissa reposted one of the memes. Yes, she literally gaslight the internet by laughing at the very chaos she created. Meanwhile, Chrisean was spiraling publicly. She went live again, this time louder, angrier, and more emotional than before. You could see the rage simmering under her skin. She slammed her hand on the table, yelled at the camera, talked to herself, and then yelled at the camera again. She said Karlissa was disrespecting her motherhood, crossing boundaries, and trying to embarrass her on purpose. Fans commented things like, "Girl, breathe," "Blink twice if you need water," and Chrisean about to fight the Wi-Fi. But here's where the plot took a sharp turn. Blueface's name got dragged in hard, even though he didn't say a word and didn't appear anywhere near the drama. The internet demanded he control his mother. People tagged him repeatedly like he was a customer service representative for the Family Chaos hotline. Fans tweeted, "Blueface needs to pick a side," and others wrote, "He letting his mom play detective with his baby." The pressure mounted fast, because in this family, silence is considered suspicious. Then the blogs stirred things even more. One blog claimed Karlissa told someone she had a right to know the truth. Another claimed she believed Chrisean was hiding something. None of this had confirmed sources. But when has that ever stopped the internet? Theories multiplied like gremlins. Some people believed Karlissa wanted to expose Chrisean. Others believed she wanted to protect Blueface. A few delusional ones said she wanted full custody of Junior. At this point, the rumors were writing themselves. And the twist that made the internet combust. A screenshot leaked saying Karlissa already told someone what the test proved. That phrase alone exploded every platform. People started screaming in the comments. What did it prove? Who leaked it? She talking before the mom even knows? Theories were instantly out of control. Some claimed Karlissa was bragging. Others said she was panicking. A few said she was lying to stir drama. And as usual, the truth didn't matter. The outrage was too entertaining. When Chrisean saw that rumor, she erupted again. She said she didn't care about Karlissa's opinion. She said nobody had permission to take JR's DNA. She said she was tired of being disrespected. And then she said the sentence that lit the internet on fire. "She's trying to claim my baby." Fans froze. Theories multiplied instantly. Conspiracy TikTok went supernova. Some people thought Karlissa wanted to question paternity. Others thought she wanted to prove something against Chrisean. Some even joked she wanted the baby for herself, like this was a Lifetime movie. And the memes. Out of control, people photoshopped Karlissa digging through trash cans labeled evidence. Another meme showed her breaking into a CIA building saying, "Just here for DNA." Someone made a TikTok calling her grandma Sherlock Holmes. It was hilarious and terrifying how fast the chaos escalated. But while the internet was laughing and throwing gasoline on the fire, the tension inside the family circle got dead serious. A source close to Blueface leaked a message claiming he was frustrated with both of them, saying they were doing too much online. Fans instantly dragged him. "Sir, you built this circus. You can't complain now, ringmaster. Be for real, Blueface." Meanwhile, Karlissa doubled down. She posted cryptic messages like, "Truth always comes out. Some people need reality checks. Mother's intuition never lies. And every post created a fresh wave of chaos. By the time part 2 reached its climax, fans agreed on one thing. This wasn't just a DNA scandal. This was a three-way emotional demolition match with no referee, no rulebook, and no end in sight. And the next twist? Oh, it made everything even crazier. As the chaos rolled into its third wave, it became painfully obvious that this DNA scandal wasn't just a moment. It was a full-blown era of madness. The internet wasn't calming down. The blogs weren't slowing down. And Karlissa definitely wasn't backing down. Screenshot after screenshot kept surfacing, each one messier, louder, and more dramatic than the last. Fans were exhausted but addicted, like they were watching a reality show they didn't sign up for, but couldn't escape. Every hour brought a new twist, and every twist felt like someone shaking a beehive with both hands. But the biggest shift came when people started questioning the emotional cost of all this chaos. While memes and jokes flooded timelines, fans began pointing out how intense the pressure must be for Chrisean. They replayed her live, noticing the shaky hands, the cracked voice, the frustration bubbling behind the wild energy. Some said she looked terrified of losing control of her narrative. Others believed she was heartbroken that her motherhood kept becoming a public battleground. Even her supporters admitted, this is too much for one person to carry on camera. Meanwhile, Karlissa acted like she was built out of unbothered titanium. She posted selfies, inspirational quotes, Bible verses, little winks, and laughing emojis. It was almost comedic how unaffected she appeared while the internet burned down around her. Fans joked that she probably choreographed this drama like she was directing a movie. Others said she was intentionally fanning the flames. Either way, she moved with the confidence of someone who never loses sleep, no matter how many headlines she causes. Then the tension hit a new level when a voice note surfaced, not confirmed, not verified, but retweeted into oblivion, of someone who claimed to be close to the situation. They said Karlissa didn't intend to hurt anyone, but she also wasn't going to let lies run her family. That single sentence ignited the spark again. People debated for hours about whether she was protecting Blueface, attacking Chrisean, or simply doing what she always does, stirring up a storm and then walking away like she doesn't know who caused it. Chrisean, meanwhile, continued spiraling. Even when she wasn't live, she posted emotional voice clips, cryptic messages, and random quotes that made fans think she was crumbling under the pressure. She mentioned feeling betrayed. She hinted that people were plotting on her. She said she couldn't believe someone would violate her motherhood like that. The meltdown wasn't entertainment anymore. It was raw, loud, and painfully real. And the internet, as always, couldn't stop watching. But the twist that flipped everything upside down came from a totally unexpected source. A family friend jumped online to say that Chrisean and Karlissa actually talked privately after the meltdown. Nobody knew if this was true, but the rumor spread faster than anything else. The friend claimed the conversation was tense, emotional, and full of raised voices, but also that both women wanted the drama to end. Fans didn't believe it. They said Karlissa would never apologize and Chrisean would never forgive, but the idea of even a temporary truce electrified the internet. Then suddenly, Blueface finally cracked. He posted a single message, short, vague, and confusing enough to start another digital riot. He said, people too worried about stuff that ain't they job. Fans screamed. Was he talking to his mom? Was he talking to Chrisean? Was he talking to the blogs? Theories erupted instantly. Some said he was frustrated Karlissa acted independently. Others said he was disappointed in Chrisean's meltdown. A few thought he was shading the whole internet. But one thing was clear. His message wasn't calming anything down. It poured gasoline onto the already spreading fire. This triggered another meltdown from both camps of fans. Team Chrisean said he should have defended her. Team Karlissa said he was throwing shots at his ex. Neutral viewers said he was being cryptic just to rile everyone up. It was chaos squared, and multiplied. Then the biggest emotional moment hit. Chrisean posted a video holding Junior tightly, her voice shaking, her eyes exhausted. She said she was tired of being disrespected. She said she was tired of people questioning her life. She said she was tired of strangers analyzing her motherhood. And even though she was still fiery, something had shifted. This wasn't anger anymore. It was pain, vulnerability. She wasn't yelling for the sake of drama. She was yelling from a place of fear. The internet froze at that moment. People stopped joking, stopped arguing, stopped playing detective for a second. The chaos paused because everyone realized this wasn't just drama anymore. It was a family situation spiraling wildly out of control. But Karlissa didn't slow down. She made another post calm, sharp, and a little too polished. She said she wanted truth and clarity and peace, but fans felt the tone was anything but peaceful. Some said she was pretending to be innocent. Others said she genuinely believed she was helping. But everyone agreed she wasn't going to stop defending herself anytime soon, and the fallout, it hit every person involved. Chrisean's followers begged her to protect her peace. Karlissa's followers hyped her up like she was doing the Lord's work. Blueface's followers dragged him for not taking control of his household. And JR's name kept trending even though he was literally just a baby, probably sleeping through all of this. By the end of the storm, one truth became crystal clear. This wasn't just a DNA drama. This wasn't just a live meltdown. This wasn't just family tension. This was the collapse of every boundary between private life and public entertainment. And the craziest part, everyone involved acted like this was only the beginning, not the end. Because in the world of Karlissa and Chrisean, drama doesn't fade, it mutates. If you're still here after all this chaos, congratulations, you have officially survived one of the wildest DNA scandals in internet history. You watched Karlissa turn into Sherlock Holmes with a hair appointment. You witnessed Chrisean explode like she was powered by pure emotional electricity. And you saw Blueface try and fail to pretend none of this involved him. This wasn't just drama. This was a full nutritious meal of madness, seasoned with pettiness, sprinkled with accusations, and served hot by celeb ruckus. You didn't just watch it, you lived it. So before the universe drops the next chapter of this dysfunctional family saga, go ahead and smash that like button like it's the DNA test Karlissa wasn't supposed to touch. Hit subscribe like you're slapping the Wi-Fi back on during Chrisean's meltdown. And definitely drop a comment telling me which moment made you yell at your screen, gasp, laugh, or threaten to log off and never return, even though we both know you're coming back for the next disaster. Your opinion deserves to be messy. In the comment section, turn on notifications, not because you need more drama, but because this family refuses to let the internet breathe for even 48 hours. One moment it's a DNA test. The next moment it's a live meltdown, then a cryptic tweet, then a leaked screenshot. CLEB Ruckus delivers every twist, every scream, every emotional earthquake with a front row seat. No subscription needed. So stay tuned, stay entertained, and stay hydrated because knowing this family, another scandal is already warming up. Backstage. This is Celeb Ruckus, where the tea never cools, the chaos never rests, and the drama always shows up right on time.